Yes, Sophie, you're welcome to come up if you like. It's very peaceful. I was going to bring my Kindle, but I forgot. It's actually still quite warm outside. You can sit and have a cup of tea up here. Dr. Pepper. Whatever you want, really. Cool spray on the cats. Yeah, they like that. I'm actually very surprised at how warm it is out here, and also there isn't much of a breeze on the roof at all right now. But it is always very peaceful up here. Let me see how easy it is for me to go from left to right. I can't remember how to do that. Oh, here we go. That was quite good gimbal control there. Yes, I'm using the gimbal. It's laying on a flat surface. God, it's very warm. You do need to do some DJ footage, and before you even do it on the roof, you just need to do it in the studio. Just to learn the equipment like I am now and how to go live. Can't really see what that emoji is. Looks like a blue smiley face from where I am. Any parakeets? No, that's what's actually unusual. There's not any... I can't hear a thing up here. It's deadly silent tonight. Very little traffic noise as well. But I think because there's no breeze, there's just no noise at all of anything. Seems very peaceful. It is very peaceful. Really peaceful, actually. Could do with one or more, not really need, but one or two more solar lights up here. You can't really see it on the video, but it would make it even more functional at midnight, or whatever time it is. 11. I'm having a good stretch behind the camera. This is a very peaceful thing to watch, Sophie. EastEnders raises cortisol and this lowers it. This is very relaxing to watch before bed. What I've noticed as well, and strangely there hasn't been one in the last 10 minutes, but when you hear the aeroplanes coming over, that's a peaceful sound. I guess not if you live too locally to the airport. You've got the ambient noise, the ambient sounds down. Yeah, that's my bag. Yeah, Vimto ice lollies. They are quickly becoming a staple of the heatwave. I'm enjoying them very much too. They do come in handy, more than handy. In fact, they've been one of my favourite new snacks. Vimto everything, to be honest. No, there's no helicopter going round. There was just an aeroplane a moment ago though. It wasn't directly overhead though. But I could hear it, so I imagine the camera picked it up. The microphone. Just using this as a bit of an opportunity to try and get to grips with some of this gimbal sensitivity. Doing a pretty good job actually. This is so funny. It's very meta, it's very us. What do you mean? You mean speaking through the video? Yeah, that would be true. It's a good way to communicate actually, very effective. I guess you could FaceTime, but why not kill multiple birds with one stone? Live stream, get a video recorded, enjoy some peace, fall asleep all at the same, and do the washing. I've done the washing up here as well. That's what I call productivity at its finest. What is fascinating up here when you look into some of the bigger buildings, you can capture it a little bit on this camera, but if you look at that very big building in the distance there, I don't know which building that is, but just how many lights are off. I know it's late, but those lights are constantly off in that building. Cats are being good. Frankie has perked up a little bit. That's good. Yeah, he was eating and drinking before I left, laying on the floor, jumping, asking for affection. He seems okay. I think you just caught it on camera then, but there is a flying ant around. Just the sole flying ant. what's also interesting to me is that I expected to see more people on their roofs around this area, but there doesn't seem to be anyone really taking advantage of it, although there are some nicely maintained roofs. So, I'm not sure what's going on there. I did this accidentally, but it's also very nice to try a portrait stream. So far I've been streaming landscape, seeing as it... There you go, that's the ambient noise I promised. We should grow some herbs and stuff. Yeah, I mean there's plenty of space and room up here to do anything really. I'm looking forward to staying up here one night whilst it's this warm. Need to get a pop-up tent up here really. Rosemary and thyme. Yeah, I'm not so smart when it comes to herbs, so I don't really know which herbs you can grow in an area like this. It's also interesting to me. I'm going to try and move the camera to see if you can see it. I don't know if we'll capture it. Just behind... Oh yeah, you can see it. So if you look at those, I guess they're called chimney pipes or something like that, those pipes, and then the building in the background, it's completely dark at the moment. And I don't know why, because sometimes that's lit up. And in the top right hand corner there's some kind of symbol or structure on top of the building, and that's usually lit up, and for some reason it's all turned off. And I think that's a residential building, so just goes to show that a lot of these are second homes around here. Let's go back here. Yeah, it is usually lit up, and I think it is a residential building. In fact, I'm pretty certain that that's one of the Grosvenor waterside buildings. So, I don't know what's happening there. And oddly, on the flip side, I'll move to the left-hand side here. There's a building right over there in the distance with all of the lights on in the penthouse. I think there's multiple penthouses there, and that building is usually completely dark. Usually there's nobody there. I think that is Kylie Minogue's place, so maybe Kylie Minogue is in town. moments like this where I wish I could dance, because I would be up here doing TikToks all day. Never too late to start. Yeah, that's not happening. I'll stick to my ambient sounds, because that is what I've nailed. I think my stream has gone all delayed. Sorry to hear that, Sophie Joy World. Moyettilicious. Moyettilicious, did I pronounce that correctly? Who are you? And why are you here? It's mad how quiet it is. It's a little pocket of peace. Correct. Moyettilicious, what does no mean? Well, I know what it means, but what's the context? Are you just telling me no, you won't reveal yourself? Like Alison Moyet. Moyet-licious. That doesn't sound right. Moyet-licious? Pathetic name. It's like how Alison Moyet pronounces her last name. Okay, so you're an Alison Moyet fan? Or you are Alison Moyet? And you're speaking in first person? Third person? I forget my tense. Iconic name, rude. Yeah, that was a little bit rude. I didn't know what to say. I'm sorry. My body's too moyet-licious. Nah, it doesn't fit. Well, we're on a rooftop. We've got time. Tell me the story. Sicily 1922 is actually, believe it or not, one of my specialist topics. So I've got the picture in mind. Tell me the rest. Why does everybody that makes dinner make the same noises? You can hear someone making food a mile away. Din, din, din. Just tapping stuff on the kitchen side. How about this for a slow pan? Set up this time around the time Fergie released Fergalicious, and there was a funny incident at the afters involving an Alison Moyet music video playing on mute. I'm lost. I'm sorry to say, whoever you are, your autistic diagnosis is confirmed, because you have given me additional context which is, to me, irrelevant to the story. And that is around the time Fergie released Fergalicious. I'm glad you remembered that part though. Moyet-licious. Stories come from afters. Yeah. Well, my favourite stories come from the befores, where I say, I'm not going to that. And then I'll sit at home and read an actual story. The befores. If I were to guess how many music videos Alison Moyet made, I would guess 17. The music from the Aladdin DVD menu playing over the top of this music video, where Alison was in a desert so to fit the theme perfectly. I think that's a you had to be there situation. But I'm glad that this moment tonight on these rooftops in London helped you to surface that memory. Yeah, no, I appreciate you splitting the story up in that way. It helped me to follow a very complex narrative. I saw a flash in the distance then. So because not too many people know of this YouTube channel yet, I'm guessing Moyelicious. I know you, but I can't guess at the moment from your story or the way you've written who you are. So everyone became Moye. Everything. That's so Moye. That's so Moye. Is that what you meant, Sophie Joy World? Well, I bet that became very irritating very quickly. I'm gonna have to end this stream soon. It's been very peaceful up here, but I didn't intend to really stream. I thought I'd see what it was like up here this evening, and it was peaceful. So I had a little bit of battery on my phone, but not too much. And it's about to run out shortly. So I hope you enjoyed it. We all called each other Moye. Yeah, I got that part. That seemed like it was the punchline, to be honest. Well, I guess it didn't end there, because one day you fired up YouTube, excitedly clicked create an account, and they said, hey, what do you want your account to be called? And you were like, well, thank you, YouTube, for asking. I was once at an afters, and we ended up with Moyelicious. I should ask you 20 questions to figure out who you are. I would, but like I said, I think I'm going to have to end soon. I don't know how, I've only got a few more minutes left. You write in a very... You don't write in a normal way. You're familiar with being online. You're online a lot, probably too much. Moyelicious, yeah, the username suggests that you think about your usernames online. You know, if you were a male, you would be very, very camp. So you're either a very, very camp man, or very camp man. I'm not sure, you know. Let me start there. Are you male, female, or non-binary? Can you answer? Or X, whatever it's called. Right, I'm gonna have to go. Thank you for joining me. We'll do this again sometime. Maybe I'll do 20 questions next time. That's actually a fun game to play.